Hi everyone, I'm Doug Black, Editor-in-Chief at Inside HPC, and with me now at the ISC 2024 conference in Hamburg is Andrew Richards. He is CEO of Codeplay, which is an Intel company. And Andrew, we're hearing a lot about AI and software at the conference this week. Why is this so important for the HPC community?
Well, I think AI is doing amazing things in enabling people to use new methods to solve scientific problems. I think it's a fascinating area of research. I know it's an area of research because you don't know how much you can trust it, but people are starting to understand it and be able to use it more to solve more difficult challenges. And I think that what's what I find incredible about HPC is we've got the most advanced hardware and the most advanced software. And our role at Codeplay is to help people combine those two things together, make the latest advanced software work with the latest advanced hardware. And that's actually quite a challenge in the area of AI, because AI is also using incredibly advanced hardware and software.
How can software accelerate HPC research, and can you share some examples?
Yeah, so I mean, the software challenges in HPC has become quite incredible because of the very new hardware. The reason that I started Codeplay is I was originally a game developer, and that's why the company was called Codeplay. And when we started using graphics processors, and you realize you could use them for other things, and people started using them for science. And the performance required for video games actually was really, really useful for science. But it does create a lot of software challenges because you have to change your software to take advantage of that hardware. Once you've done that, you can do new things, like you can simulate climate science, or you can do fantastic new AI. I find it so exciting that you can do that. But we do need to work out how to integrate those different things together, because when you speak to a scientist, they're so specialist on their bit of science. So you've got to make it easy for them to take advantage of the performance of all of this new hardware. That's really the challenge, and it's sometimes about solving software problems. It's sometimes just about solving documentation problems. Working out how do we make this easy to enable somebody to do something amazing.
A myriad of issues. Now, how can organizations apply this to their IT investments?
Yeah, so one of the things that we are involved at right now in Codeplay is what's called the UXL Foundation. And the UXL Foundation is an open foundation that takes the technology that Intel developed with oneAPI, based on some of the stuff that we were doing, a standard called SYCL. And what that does is it allows software developers to develop software that runs on all of this incredible new hardware, but IT organizations then get a choice of what hardware to buy. So that allows you to plug in the accelerator that's going to be right for your software. So I think it's going to make a huge change for IT organizations. It's got quite difficult for IT organizations to know, well, what hardware do I have to buy exactly for this that's supported by this processor? So if we standardize that, it's just going to make it much easier for IT organizations to choose the right hardware for the job.
So how is Intel partnering with the ecosystem to advance HPC?
Intel, I've been in Intel for 2 years now. Codeplay became part of Intel, and Intel is really committed to open ecosystems. I've been told that from the top down in Intel. Intel is really committed to working in open ecosystems, and you can see that with technology Intel's done in the past, like the way they work on standards bodies like OpenMP or Fortran or MPI, things like that. And so that's what we're doing, is we're just bringing that open ecosystem mindset to the challenge of GPUs and other kinds of accelerators. We're just focused on that part of building out that open ecosystem for some of these new kinds of accelerated computing.
Okay, great. And now where can members of the community go to learn more about this?
So the best place to go right now for what we're doing is the UXL Foundation website. You can become a member. You can become a member for free. You don't even need to be a member. You can get involved in what we're doing with UXL Foundation. So I really ask people to do that, because ecosystems only really thrive if customers and users and developers and hardware companies all come together and solve the challenges together, bring their requirements. Like what's required to do the next generation of AI or the next generation of climate modeling, all this science and stuff, all these experts. You have to bring the experts together, and we talk about what the requirements are, and you've got these brilliant people, and we can solve the problems together. So please do come and join the UXL Foundation, look at our website, get involved. It's open source projects, open standards. It's absolutely easy for you to get involved at a really small level or a really large level.
Fantastic. Okay, so we've been with Andrew Richards of Codeplay, an Intel company. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. It's been great. Great to meet you. Yes, I'm a big fan of the website.